The brother was 11 and he was 9, so his big brother. And right in front of their house, there are these big barrels. And according to the police, it weighed 5,000 pounds each. And so they're heavy, big ones, and you have 3 layers of those. And the kids, they just climb, you know, it's 5,000 pounds. And they just jump on the barrels and they enjoy it. And these barrels have been there for years. And, but it's May, the snow has melted, the ground has moved, and 2 barrels opened. The 11-year-old slipped. And of course he died, but the body was mutilated and under the eyes of his 9-year-old brother. So as a result of that, the 9-year-old, he went mute completely. So he didn't talk. Like when I saw him, it was May, June, July, close to 6 months. He didn't say a word. He doesn't cry. Even to his parents, he doesn't talk. And but I wanted to do the eye movement integration. But it was an interesting thing. He always looked at the same spot all the time. So he sat in therapy and he looked down. Tried a few things, didn't work. And then, I noticed that I had my garbage. I'd called for some chicken for dinner. You know, I knew I had some clients at night. I wanted to eat something quick. So had some chicken, put it in the box and in the bag and shut the bag. So you take what you have, you know. So I took the bag and I put it where he was looking. So he had no choice but to see it. So I said, have you noticed the bag, even if it's shut, it still smells. It reminds me of you very much. Even if you don't talk and you smell. It smells that you're not happy. I'm sure when you're at school, everybody smells you. You smell very strong, I'm telling you. When you're home, your parents, I'm sure they smell you and you smell. And I had the surgery for not smelling, which is not true, of course. But when I said that, I had the surgery for not smelling and I still smell you. He had some kind of, I thought, oh, it's positive. Okay, let's stick with the bag. Let's stick with the garbage bag. I said, I'm sure when you're on your own, you smell it. Don't tell me you don't smell it. I mean, I had that surgery and I still smell you. I said, do you think that by leaving the bag like this and shut, over time it will smell more or less? Do you have any clue? Are you thinking about it or do you have the answers? Do you think over time the bag will smell more? And he knows with all his muscles that if you leave something that smells in the garbage bag, over time it will get worse and it will attract rats and it will attract bugs. He knows it. And I'm just using it to make a link with his situation. So I'm saying, well, in this case, you know, sometimes we have something that smells inside of us. And over time, if we don't clean that up, it just gets worse, you know. And he knows I'm telling the truth. I'm saying, no, you cannot open it with everybody. I don't want him to open it with everybody. No, you cannot open it with everybody. No, when you open it up, it will smell like crazy. Oh. No, you need to open it with someone who had a surgery for smelling. You know anybody? And I find that adding humor is good. It's kind of telling, you know, this too, you will digest it and it will make you stronger. And I fully know it and trust it. And so I allow myself to make jokes like that, even if we're talking about very important issues. And what I did, I sat down. We were both of us staring at this damn garbage bag. No witness, hopefully. And I started to touch the big box, the chicken box, okay? I started to touch the box and I said, I think that's the one that smells. And when I started to touch the box, it was so fantastic. It's an experience I always remember. He started having nonverbal reaction. And I knew I was touching literally his experience. And using his nonverbal really to create the rapport. Okay, that's the one that is smelly. That's the one that you're afraid of. I understand. And the way we touch the bag, or don't touch the bag, or approach the bag, was creating this trust relationship. I said, eventually I started to pull inches by inches, centimeters by centimeters, to pull the bag slowly in my direction, making sure his eyes would follow. And once I would feel some security, slowly bring it, to eventually bring it on my legs. And I was holding the bag with tenderness. Have you ever done that? To hold a bag, a chicken box of tenderness? It needs some practice. And I was just, holding the bag with as much tenderness as I could. And he was crying, the poor baby, like crazy. And eventually, when, we calmed down, I said, I don't think we'll clean up the bag today, but we can start opening it up a little bit. And I just played with the knots. Silly me, I made 2 knots to that bag. One with a, and just slowly, trying to open up. And when I would, like metaphorically, it was perfect. He didn't have to talk. I didn't say much. I just spent barely, an hour and 15 minutes playing with the bag and trying to open up. And he would cry. I would stop and just caress the chicken box. And eventually, like, we didn't open the bag. We managed to open the first knot. And I said, well, Jonathan, you are very tired. Me too. And so we need to stop here. It's good. You've done some good work because you had the courage to start working on that bag, and I know it's difficult for you. But now I don't want you to go with the bag. It smells. You've been smelling for months. Everybody smells. I have an idea. I'm coming back next week. I could keep the bag. That would give you a little break. A week break. And I don't charge your parents for keeping the bag. It's included in the consultation. So, and then it would give you a break, and I would take good care of the bag. Okay, well, yeah, we'll do that. So you don't throw the damn bag. You keep the bag, and I let him out. And so a week after, when he came in my room again, and I had the bag here, and it was smelling. And I said, I think it smells very strongly. I think we ought to do something about this week. And we did the eye movement integration, and he had all these pictures and all these sensations and all these thoughts, and I should have died, and he was so peaceful after that, after one single session of eye movement integration. But how many people do you see that have a garbage bag that smells?